Yo, guys, it is Tuesday Steam Reveals. We got a few PRs, but we also got the duo card from Clan Collection, which is surprisingly decent. So we'll take a look at that. But first off, let's go through the PRs and see if there's anything good from there, and basically hope there's nothing that good. Otherwise, we're going to be looking at a lot of expensive cards, right? So first we've got Rancor Spear Trooper. During a turn, this unit gets plus 5,000 power for each order card in your bind zone. So it's similar to the... It's similar to the Chef, right? From the old Zorga Chef, like grade 3. Yeah, I think is it a Butcher or a Chef? Yeah, it gets that one got like 5k. This one gets the same thing, but it's on a grade 2 body. So I just think that's better. So pretty cool, but won't be a very expensive card at all. So that's great. It's great. The next one we have is this weirdo. I don't know what it is. It's like honey. What? Yeah. Anyway, so auto when this card is discarded from your hand during a turn. Soul Blast 1, choose one of your units, and it gets plus 5,000 until the end of turn. So this is a Brandgate card. I think it's just crap. It's like not great. It's pretty awful. Pretty bad. Soul Blast 1 for that kind of skill. No, mate. Alright, no, it's not what we want. Then we got this guy. This is Blitz Arrow Dragon, I think. So auto regard circle. When this unit is stand by your Vanguard's ability, you may draw a card. And if you drew a card, just choose a card from your hand and discard it. So again, this deck card just feels very average. Doesn't let you get any pluses. It's bad. I think it's not worth the spot. So that's great. That's great, right? And then the last of the PRs is Holy. So this is a friend ability. So you know you have to have another unit in the same column to become friends. And the second effect is Regard Circle Act. Soul Blast 1. Choose 2 of your Regards and swap their positions. So again, pretty average effect. Soul Blast 1 just to swap positions. You bounce your whole field usually, right? Well, I guess with friends you don't really swap, but since you run friends in like Kyrie anyway, because you run Kyrie with anything, with everything, you bounce your whole field. So swapping is pretty useless. So yeah, again, another PR that's not great. So the only thing that was good was the plus 5k booster, a power line, but that's not that unique. So that's great. That's great. We don't have to be worried about so many PRs. Anyway, let's move on to the duo stuff. So first we've got Duo Pretty Horn Ural. So auto when this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, search your deck for up to 1 normal unit, bind it, and shuffle your deck. Alright, so pretty nice. And then auto, second thing is auto when this unit is placed on Regard circle from hand, choose up to 1 normal unit from your drop and put on the bottom of your deck. If the card put on the bottom of your deck has the same card name as a card in your bind zone, Soul Blast 1 and draw a card. So this is actually pretty good, and I know a lot of people have mentioned that this works pretty well with PRISM. So, as you can see, right, it binds stuff, which PRISM likes. It also draws stuff, which is great as well. It also puts back things, so in long matches, you can kind of, like, not deck out. I think the only thing that really puts stuff back right now is Spiana, and that counter charges, so that's very cool. But overall, I think this card is actually not bad. Right, able to just bind something, and I guess that plays pretty well into Duo Mini Heart Roan. So this one is on the first effect is a Regard Circle effect. When this unit attacks for each card in your bind zone, this unit gets power plus 3,000 until the end of that battle. So it's pretty nice and get some decent power, and then maybe like hit over power lines. And the second effect works on the Vanguard Circle or the Regard Circle once per turn. It's an act. If you have a Vanguard with Duo in its card name, Counterblast 1, choose a card in your bind zone, search your deck for up to 1 card of the same card name, reveal it and put into your hand, and shuffle your deck. So you can actually just choose any card that is in your bind zone and search it. So that's pretty nice. You just have to have a Duo Vanguard. So overall, it seems okay. I'm not sure if you like mix this. I think it might be actually okay to mix this. It seems pretty good. And then lastly, we have the Duo Temptation Rate. So first effect, act once per turn. Bind a Regard and draw a card. So not really a plus, it's just replacing, but you get to bind something that you can hopefully search for your other effects too, which is great. And the second effect is auto Vanguard Circle once per turn. At the end of the battle that this unit attacks, Counterblast 1 and discard a card and stand this unit. And this unit gets drive -1 until the end of turn. Choose up to 1 card in your bind zone with the same card name as the card discarded for this cost and call it to the Regard Circle. And you get an imaginary, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or higher, you get an imaginary get force and put it on your Vanguard circle as well. So that's actually not bad. I know a lot of people when they play PRISM, they're on the place where they go, I like PRISM, but 4 grade 3s is pretty risky, and I don't like running things like Natari and stuff. I want to be stable, right? I want to be a stable guy. So you can actually just run a super stable deck right now where you maybe just throw in the Duo engine into the Prism engine and call it a day, right? And call it a day, and then you can run stable numbers, which is why a lot of people run Orange as well, and then just have like a stable number of grade 3s and an alternate grade 3 that doesn't suck. And this one is pretty good. This one actually doesn't seem to suck as well, because when you compare it to Vert, right, this one is getting technically 3 drive checks, but it gets a restanding Vanguard, and you get to put a force marker on your Vanguard circle, but at the cost of only calling 1. And I guess your Prism stuff doesn't really go off, and the Prism stuff really gets you a billion cards into your hand. But you have the Duo stuff as well, so I think it'll be pretty interesting just to test like a Prism Duo hybrid, and see if the current version of Prism is now replaced by another variant of Prism, which would be pretty crazy. But yeah, I think this definitely does require some testing, and definitely one of the better cards so far from all the V-Clan Collection 5 and 6. So yeah, once again, Bermuda Triangle gets the kudos, right? It gets the kudos, and I think this is actually pretty good in Premium when you think about it. When you mix it with the new Premium Collection Stride, that attacks triple drive, that goes away and goes to this, and then you get 2 more attacks with your Vanguard circle. That's pretty slick. It's pretty slick, right? So, Anyway, that is it for today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Once again, do you agree that once again Bermuda got the best stuff, right? I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye.